Taurus, song that's playing for you is Vent. So look, you could be in a situation, you trying to get something off your chest. And it's like, you may feel like the environment you in, you can't vent the way you want to vent. Or you may just be dealing with folk them. And folk them venting to you about some shit you ain't got nothing to do about. You feel me? You really don't give a fuck what they talking about. But yet it's like, they still feel they can vent to you about it. Whatever it is. Or some shit that you might, look, I'm telling you, whether you caught up, someone outside of you caught up in some shit. If it's not you who caught up, then someone outside of you, it's like they could be caught up in a situation in their life, or they just caught up in something with you. And it's like you could be in a certain type of awareness about this situation, this relationship, this friendship, or just communicating with these folk. You feel me? Look, a death done occurred, and because of that death, it got folks coming to you trying to be new. You feel me? But I don't know if it's gonna stick with you. I'm gonna be honest. If it ain't you who caught up, you feel me? Yeah, put your foot though. Yeah, there you go. Someone is vetting. You might want to vet because you might have been living or being dishonest in a situation, relationship, and or friendship. You was in an environment. You were communicating a certain type of energy. You was just investing in something. And you might have knew better, but you didn't do better. Or you didn't know you weren't doing what you should have been doing till you did what you shouldn't have did. Now you know that, and you could still be in that lie. You're just in that lie with the awareness that this is a lie now. This whole situation is built upon falsehood. Whether that falsehood came from you or falsehood came from someone outside of you that wanted you to walk through this door with them. They didn't want to go on that ride by themselves. They didn't want to take that trip, that expression. They wanted Taurus to support. They wanted Taurus to back it. So they got you to back it. And now you caught up in some shit. Yeah, I told you. Look, there you go. You got the High Priestess and the King of Swords. Yeah, someone was lying. Might have been you. And now you caught up in your own she hot. If it ain't someone outside of you. Fuck shit. Yeah, that's the song that's playing for you. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, so look, someone caught up in it. And it's real sticky too. Shit, it could just be in a situation in the environment you're in, you're aware. Yeah, what? The environment you're in, it's like you're aware that your partner lied to you to get you in this relationship. Your partner lied to you to get you to start this little business endeavor with them. Go down this, go half on this investment with them type shit. You feel me? They lied to you just to get you in the dough. They got you in the dough. Now you stuck in some bullshit. Whether you done signed your name on some, if it's third dimensional, or you just stuck in the realization that the more you participate, it's like you sold your soul to some shit, and now you realize what you sold your soul to. Now you realize it's like you participating in an environment that you know ain't you. And you can't just leave it. You sold your soul. You sold your energy, your time, your focus there. Even though it don't make it, even though you know it ain't your truth. Even though it has you in a closed off defensive space. If it's not you versus someone or your environment, where your environment views you as dishonest because some sort of investment or expression you might have put out. You feel me? You might have been talking or spitting a certain type of game. You might have communicated a certain type of action, whether that's just through the means of social medias or just through, you was actually in person with folk and them. You feel me? The squad, the gang, them boys, your homegirls, whatever we talking about. Or you was with your significant other, your family member, your co-workers. You was somewhere, you said something that was false. It was cap. And now whoever or whatever environment you did that expression in is closed off towards you. Love me back. Ain't that some shit? You and put your foot. Ain't much I can say on that one. It could be like that, Taurus. You know, if you're in that type of situation, or you may be in a position where if it's a solo battle, what's on the bottom? What's the name of the song? Love Me Back? Yeah, you love this. Or it could be a situation, if it ain't you, if it's not you, someone closed off towards you, then you could be closed off towards someone again, because it's like you're in the relationship, you thought there was love here, and the only reason you invested in this is because you thought this person loved you, you thought these people loved you, and now you thought they loved you based upon the communication they was bringing to you. Then that only turned out they were bringing that to you just to get you in, and once they got you in, they showed you who they were. Now you caught up in the lie. If it's that type of situation, then it's that type of situation. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, when they did that, whoever this person, if you dealing with somebody who done caught you up in some shit, like hook, line, and sinker on some shit like that, yeah, they had you talking about this to everybody you knew. You feel me? They had you projecting or expressing your passion, your love, your desire for this with everybody. It's like they had you co-signing they bullshit. The whole time you ain't know it was bullshit. You feel me? You thought this was something you could make something out of. You thought this would be something that could yield you the reality you wanted to participate into your existence. You thought this was your yellow brick road, so to speak. It wasn't your yellow brick road. It was fool's gold. You feel me? And somebody actually got spray paints and painted the brick road yellow so that you could walk on the road with them. Because it's like they wanted to show you this new path. Oh, Taurus, if you look over here, we could do it like this. You feel me? It's the road they paved for you. Whole time, it was going straight to some she-hot. Some bull she-hot. Now somebody ain't happy because they stuck in some shit. We ain't gonna talk about that. Look, I'm telling you, somebody ain't happy because you got how much defense you can towards what? The dishonesty. Hey, yo, listen, I'm gonna put it back because it's a double fall. We ain't talking about that. Someone might be crying though. Might be boo-hoo crying about you, Taurus, if it ain't you who boo-hoo crying. Or in your feelings, just because it's like you look, or in your feelings because you didn't. It's like the emotional investment that someone brought you to get into. If you're dealing with love that someone brought you to get into, it's like they got you stuck in some shit that don't really got nothing to do with you. If it's that type of situation, like I feel it for you. You know what we're talking about though, if it's that type of vibe. If it's that type of vibe, then you're going to have to roll with that one, Taurus. Ain't no love, the song that's playing, no complaints. It's like you can't complain about the position you in because you put yourself there, basically. If it ain't someone outside of you who it's like they can't complain that you defensive and you may be in a position this will fell out and you want to do something new now. Because you tired of living the lie you've been living. It's like you ready to just do anything that's not this. You feel me? If it ain't someone outside of you who trying to, I told you, everybody around you, now that they see you know they liars, they know you know they about bullshit. You feel me? Now it's like they trying to come to you different. They trying to come to you with a new mind, a new expression. They may even be trying to talk your language by bringing pieces of your interests to you. Oh, I know Taurus is into this. Oh, I know Taurus like that. Oh, I know if I say this or I invest in this or if I share this on the social medias, you feel me? Or just communicate this in an environment where Taurus is aware. Oh, that probably get Taurus to express or open up type shit. Watch yourself. You dealing with some folk now. If you dealing with folk now, you dealing with folk now. And somebody ain't just going up and let you go so easy, whether they making it seem like that or not. Watch yourself. If it ain't a situation where it's just you ready to do anything, and you want to be anywhere but here, wherever here is. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, if you dealing with motherfuckers around you, now if you was the dishonest one, then it's like the people around you may be expressing or communicating ideas away from you. So they don't have to be not fucking with you. It's like you could be in a friendship, but it's like their mind is far out from yours when it comes to the communication or just the emotions they share, the type of ideas that your friends bounce off of each other. When you observe it, it has you in the place of just realizing how dishonest you've been. You feel me? When it comes to the character you present in this social environment. Whether that social environment is the social medias or third dimensional actual reality. Or it's just a solo battle and you dealing with yourself and you realize how much of a dishonest life you've been living. And now that has you communicating a more mature mind, a new mind with a more mature sense of emotional awareness. Fuck. Look, you walked away from something. If someone ain't walked away from you, and now you in a position where it's like, if you dealing with someone out, it could be someone walked away from you, and that just made you aware of how dishonest you were being. And that's your karma. And it was like something you loved left you. You lost something you love. You lost the love of a friendship, the love of a relationship, or just the love of a career path, or something you were communicating to your world. You had invested a lot into this, just to end up losing it for some bullshit. Now, whether that bullshit was from someone outside of you who you may have held in a certain type of position, you allowed them to express a certain type of mind or bring you a certain type of perspective, and you took that perspective upon your own. You feel me? Just because you held them, it's like you put someone on a pedestal. Whether it was like a family member, a friend, or something you associated yourself with energetically. And you allowing that to influence you put you in the perspective to realize what that influence put upon you had you in a dishonest energy. It had you communicating a lie. Again, whether that was a family member, you let their opinion sway your opinion, and their opinion swaying yours fucked up a path for you in your life. Basically. All because you ain't make up your own mind. You let another motherfucker do it for you. You feel me? If it's that type of shit, and it's that type of shit. And if it's a solo battle, it's like you're walking away from that perspective now. You're tired of living a lie. You can still be in it. You're more reserved in it now. If you in a relationship, it's like you closed off to your partner. You ain't really fucking with them no more. If you in dealing with friends or family, you may not express or invest the type of feelings or emotions you used to with these people. You may not have cut them off totally. You bringing a different you now, a new you, a more aware you, basically. If it's that type of vibe, then it's that type of vibe. Don't gotta be that type of vibe though. But it could be though. You feel me? If it ain't, it's like you don't want to lose it, so you willing to change to keep it. If it's that type of vibe. And it don't force the shoe if it don't fit. But it could be like that. You don't want to lose it, so you willing to change so you can keep it. Because it's like when you not here, when you're not doing that, when you're not in that shit weigh heavy on you. That shit's the only thing in the forefront of your mind when you are in whatever we talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Taurus. If it ain't someone outside of you, if you dealing with someone outside of you, you could be closed off to someone outside of you because they got you caught up in some shit. It's like they got you living a lie. And the only reason you in this situation in the first place is because you listen to that motherfucker. Whoever that motherfucker was. You feel me? Marinate. Yeah, you had to marinate in some shit before you realized what the fuck was up. You got the moon in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, and the High Priestess in reverse. And the High Priestess was the first card. Look, you had to be in it for a while to realize this was making you weak. You had to gain the perspective. Damn, that's the snake. You feel me? The whole time, that person was latched on your leg like a leech. They was around your neck like a leech. They probably put their arm around you. Person you thought you could fuck with on the long way. Couldn't fuck with them on the long way. If it ain't a situation where someone thought they could fuck with you on the long way and they couldn't fuck with you on the long way, Taurus, you was the snake. If it's that type of vibe. Now you hurt you and your feelings because someone ain't doing shit but making you realize how dishonest you are because of what they're doing away from you. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, Taurus.